We are halfway through, but it seems like something is missing. Hereon, we shall explore some of the fundamental PHP concepts that will help us to structure our code better and create more efficient programs. In this section, we will start with something called decision making in PHP. Let's go. Decision making is like breathing. It's something that happens constantly. Life is all about decisions, whether we were brushing our teeth in the morning, ordering a sandwich for lunch, or deciding whether to take the elevator or the stairs. We're constantly making choices. Wait a minute, how can we make decisions in computer programming? Since computers are machines that can't do anything without us directing them, we direct the computer to make decisions using conditional statements. This tells the computer what to do and when to do it based on some conditions. Conditions are cause and effect. If this, then that. This is how decisions are made in programming. Decision-making statements in PHP are used to control the flow of a program by checking single or multiple conditions. If the condition is true, then a particular code block will be executed. If the condition is false, then the code block will not be executed. Alright, let's move to another section to have a look at the categories of conditional statements in PHP. PHP decision-making statements are used to perform different types of actions based on different conditions. Following are the types of decision-making statements available in PHP. The if-else statement, the else-if statement, the switch case statement. Let's bring each statement into action. Suppose if it is cloudy, then I will play inside, else I will go outside to play. But I will play anyhow. Anything can be on hold, but play must resume, right? Haha, this statement is in your favor. Actually, this should be if it is cloudy, then I will stay inside, else I will go to play. Far better and convenient to moms. An if-else condition includes two blocks, the if block and an else block. The if statement evaluates the code if the condition is true, but what if the condition is not true? Here comes the else statement. It tells the code what to do when the if condition is false. The else statement is a perfect complement to an if statement. In theoretical, plain English, if this is true, do this. If not, do this. Here is the general form to use if-else statement in PHP. Here you can notice that when you check to see if the day is Sunday, you use a double equal sign. Note there is a common error to use a single equal sign in conditional statements because a single equal sign is the assignment operator and the double equal sign is the comparison operator. As you know, else statements never live on their own. They must always follow an if statement. The code performs some action based on whatever the day is. If the day is Monday, then the output tells you to go to school. Otherwise, it tells you to go to play because the day is set to Monday. You are told to get ready and go to school. The else statement executes code for different conditions. If more than two conditions are true, you can use else for the false condition. Here is the general form to use if-else if statement in PHP. Else if, why are you here? Let's find out. In the syntax, we have created an else if statement to have more than two options. First, the condition 1 of if will be evaluated, and if it equals true, then the code inside the if block will be executed. If it fails, then the condition 2 of the else if will be evaluated, and if it is true, then code inside the first else if block will be executed. If the else if fails, then the code inside the else block will be executed. Anyways, one condition will definitely be executed. Let's see an example to understand it better. The code we have here will display different text according to the weather report. The code performs some action, whatever the weather is. If the weather is rainy, then the output tells you to use your umbrella. Otherwise, it tells you to wear your sunglasses. And if both conditions do not satisfy, it indicates you don't know what weather is doing today. But here, the variable weather is set to sunny. You are told to wear your glasses. What if there are many conditions to be tested? Using if-else statements in such cases will increase the size of your code and also decrease the code's readability. Here, the switch statement comes to the rescue. Under switch, you can add many blocks of code and execute one at a time. We use the switch statement to match a given expression with several different values. Here is the general form to the use if-else if statement in PHP. Each of these Each of the case statements lists a value. Notice that the case statements end with a colon. In the syntax, you have created a switch statement. The expression is matched with the value. Say for example, the expression matches with value 2, then the code for that case block will be executed. If no match is found, then the code inside the default block will be executed. The default block is optional. We use the break keyword to come out of the switch block. Amazing and neat.